When I found out that I was one of the 2012 Northshore's Finest honorees, I was very humbled and quite honored.
I felt very excited, not sure what to expect, but after researching it and learning about the foundation, it's a great cause and I'm very glad to be a part of it.
I was really excited and thought it was a great opportunity to be able to raise money for such a great foundation.
I was extremely honored and motivated to make a difference.
I was very emotional. I was very honored. It's been a wonderful experience.
I was very humbled and very grateful for the honor. It gave me a great opportunity to raise money for cystic fibrosis, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it.
When I learned that I was named one of the North Shore's Finest of 2012, I was actually jogging and it was very windy and Ashley Mills could barely hear me over the phone. So I had to stop, I had to take cover behind a tree, and I was extremely ecstatic about it and excited about the opportunity.
I felt very privileged, very excited about having the opportunity to give back. A little nervous that I'd be able to actually meet the commitment and raise the funds.
I felt thrilled and honored to be able to join in the fight to find a cure for cystic fibrosis and to raise awareness for the foundation.
When I learned that I was named one of the Northshore's Finest for 2012, I felt kind of shocked, but really excited at the same time to be able to participate. During the past few months, what I've really learned about cystic fibrosis is that it's so different from all the other diseases that we always hear about because it does affect such a small amount of people. And, you know, not a lot of people know about it. They think it's like asthma related. They don't think it's a big deal, but they don't realize, you know, how much it affects the person's life.
Over the past few months, I've learned that cystic fibrosis has a cure, and the cure is near.
And what I was most excited about and didn't know at all is that in the near future there's so many medical progressions that are so close to help those living with cystic fibrosis, and the research has come so far that the light at the end of the tunnel is right there, and that I think is a big deal.
Is that the biggest impact is on children, and I did not realize that at one point the population life expectancy was not past 5 years old.
In the past few months, I've learned a ton about cystic fibrosis. With all the money that they raise, over 90% goes straight to investment and research. And you know, with those kind of numbers, they really make an impact. You know, for example, Kalydeco's been FDA approved, so that's out on the market helping people now. They're just a couple years away from their second drug. So I really like the foundation simply because they get a lot done with limited resources.
The past few months, I've not so much learned specifically about cystic fibrosis since I live with someone with cystic fibrosis, and I'm pretty up to date on the disease itself, but I've learned the involvement of the community with cystic fibrosis, who's involved with it, how many people need to know more about it that don't, that kind of vaguely know about it, you know, and that people do want to get involved once they find out about it.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be a cashier at the grocery store.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be a doctor. I also wanted to be a hairstylist.
Child, I've always wanted to be a nurse.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be a veterinarian, and it looks like things turned out.
If I could be a superhero, I would be the Wonder Twin powers.
I'd be Quail Man because he had a positive impact in his friends' lives.
So I would be Superwoman because I feel like I already balance so much, and I am out to save the world in a way, I guess.
I chose Wonder Woman because she chooses to win her battles out of love.
If I could be a superhero, I would be Superman, because I'd like to leap tall buildings in a single bound.
I'd be Superman, simply because he can fly.
I would be Superman because of the powers that he has, and his willingness to help others.
I would be Superman, and I know that's pretty common, I'm sure, but he can do everything. He can fly around, he can shoot lasers out of his eyes, but most importantly, he can help people, and he's around. I think he doesn't ever die.
I think it would be Spider-Man.
Point at you.
If I were to be a superhero, I'd be Drew Brees.
Something that most people don't know about me is that I like to sing. And I like to sing loud, and I don't know the words usually, but I make up my own and I'm totally fine with it.
I was a 5-year letterman at Ole Miss playing football on the offensive line.
I played 3 years of college baseball at LSU, went to Omaha twice, and won a national championship in 2009.
Is that I have a love of dolphins. It's kind of an obsession.
Something that most people don't know about me is that I enjoy conquering fears, such as the fear of endlessness of the ocean depth, things like that, and especially swimming at night as well. So I generally make it an effort to swim in the ocean at night to basically immerse myself in the fear of the actual of the action of swimming in the ocean at night.
And it's fitting with the times coming up. I actually ran with the Olympic torch when it was here in '96. It was in Atlanta and it passed through New Orleans, and I was selected to run with it.
I'm extremely scared of heights.
In the past, I've been very active with the St. Vincent de Paul Soup Kitchen. I like to do that because it gives me a sense of giving back to the community, those unfortunate, and it also reminds me how fortunate I am in my life.
I currently volunteer with the Children's Advocacy Center, their Hope House. I'm on the Fund Development Committee for them. I also am the co-vice chair for the Northshore Rising Professionals, and through that organization I've been able to help organize food drives for the food bank. I also volunteer as a preschool teacher for First Baptist Church in Covington on Sundays.
I volunteer with my son's athletic teams, help coach out the soccer team and basketball team, and I think it's great that they have a good role model and teach them good sportsmanship through those events.
And I do it because it's rewarding. I like to help other people, especially people who really need the help, and it's my way of giving back.
I am involved in a lot of community work. Probably my main focus right now is a program called Sudden Impact, which is distracted driving.
One of my favorite quotes is, find something you're passionate about and do it passionately.
I volunteer because it enables me to do what I can to try and help people with cystic fibrosis, as well as my wife who has cystic fibrosis, to try and get what benefit they can while they can, as soon as they can.
Since joining CrossFit last year, about almost every month, every other month, there's some sort of charity, function that one of the gyms is putting on. And since then, I've been, really excited to get involved in doing charity work. I've never been that dedicated to one specific cause, but just being able to get in there and help a lot of different causes has been, really exciting and fun for me.
Prior to this, I've volunteered in the past with New Heights Therapy Center, which is a center in Folsom that deals with children and people with neurological disabilities through horse riding. And I have an 8-year-old that rides the horse, and it's been tremendous support for her.
My past volunteer efforts have been in the Baton Rouge Project area, helping the less fortunate, gaining education and wisdom, and versing in religious ways, and Christianity in general. And it was quite an experience for me for shaping my drive to want to do good for other people. As I was growing up, I was involved in the community with my mother doing those activities, and it really meant a lot with me.
I'm involved in the Junior League. I'm currently a member of the Polo Committee, which helps raise money to support other local charities in the community. I'm also a president of the FIMU Alumni Association, so we help raise money for the Children's Miracle Network as well.
I have volunteered at Hope House, Habitat for Humanity, the Food Bank, amongst a couple other ones, but I really enjoy the volunteer work that I do with them, make a difference.
In the last 4 years since our foundation began, we have raised almost $800,000. We have helped, we have branched out from helping just one child locally, and we've helped more than 9 kids, 9 families across really the United States.
A few of the charity organizations that I'm a part of and support here in town are, one is the PIG, Partners in Giving. It's a foundation that we have a big golf tournament every year and have a blast and raise a lot of money, is Upward Community Services. And another one is the St. Tammany Cancer Fund.
One of the charities that we're really heavily involved with here at South Paws and as a veterinarian is St. Tammany Humane Society. We have some advanced technology here where we can actually do laparoscopic ovariohysterectomies, which is getting your dog spayed. And so we've actually done 10 or 15 dogs for the shelter with laparoscopic spays, and it's a great way for us to kind of help those dogs get adopted.
Really the charity that stood out to me the most over the last couple of years was KBRB Ranch, which was a children's home just here in Lacombe, and these were girls that were abused or abandoned and didn't have anywhere else to go, and really walking those grounds and seeing how they lived together in this dormitory style, and realizing that that was life for them. It really touched me in a way, because I felt like, you know, to bring it home that, you know, what if that was you? And I think a lot of times in our day-to-day life, I think that's what we miss a lot, is that we fail to realize because we have so much that, you know, there's so many around us, just in our backyard or in our neighborhood, that don't. And so that one in particular was very close to me.
When I was named one of the Northshore's finest 2020.
This is when I wasn't sure. It depends how far back I go. Who was a dentist? Okay. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a dentist.
All right, something.
With this.
You want me to say it? Okay. My name is Mickey Gallagher. I'm a dentist.
I messed up.
Ready? So, you can cut that part out.
I tried to think about this one before.
Gosh, and I had it. Try again.
That's all right.
What?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't. Go to another one.
This is the one that takes the most thought.
My name is Ashley Mills, ASHLEYMILLS.
I don't know if
He was, no, I have to start over.
Okay. I forgot the question.
Cystic fibrosis. Sorry.
Positively, and that didn't come out right. You can take the beginning.
No, I'll start again. Let's start again. What is it?
When
I work, no, they just.
Also.